In an article done by the CDC, it stated that premature birth rates from 2007 to 2014 had actually declined. Now, the CDC's research shows that the decline is due in part by the number of births in teen parents and young mothers going down. However, premature birth rates rose for the fourth straight year in 2018. If you do not already know the health concerns and risk factors of premature growth and how to care for one, it might be wise to consider learning more about premature babies. Today, I would like to inform you about what I have found about premature babies and debunk some of the myths that come along with them. Now, me being a new mother of a premature baby, it has been very scary at some points, but very rewarding in others. During my research, I found that there are many different causes to premature babies, and there are various effects, not just a few. There are many factors of premature labor that are set into different categories. Some of those include social, personal, and economical characteristics. The CDC has also stated that the use of tobacco, substances, or stress can increase the chance of premature labor. If quitting smoking and alcohol, it has found that there is a decrease in chance of premature labor, but it doesn't guarantee that you will not be having premature labor. Preemie babies are at a very high risk for developmental delays. The CHOC, which is a hospital that focuses on premature babies, has taken a quote from Dr. Bixby, one of the doctors there. She stated that premature infants are at a risk for developmental delays, so parents should be watchful of developmental milestones, taking into account the appropriate delays from early birth. Now, babies who survive have various effects. Now, some of those can include breathing problems, feeding problems, cerebral palsy, developmental delays, vision problems, and even hearing problems. While there are many preemies that are born with little to no health issues, there are high chances for those that are going to need special needs and special care. Now, some of the special care includes them when they are born, for them to stay in the hospital even longer. The NCBI stated, which is the National Database for Medicine, discharging a very premature infant too early may expose the infant to risk of life-threatening events and increase their chance of hospitalization. Now, I had my baby a month early, so 35 weeks I had him. Due to his prematurity, he had very low blood sugar, and he was so close to being put on a feeding tube. The doctors at San Antonio Hospital had informed me and my family that if we had gone home with him like that his blood sugar could drop so low and he wouldn't be getting enough nutrients that he need, that it could have been fatal if we didn't catch it in time. So they had ended up keeping us in the hospital, I believe 2 or 3 days longer than we were supposed to, until his blood sugar can get to the point where it needed to be. Premature babies, though, are more common than you think. According to CHOC, the number of premature babies born each year in the U.S. is 1 in 9 babies, so 500,000 a year. And that means every 1 in 9 students in a class. Each case of premature babies are different and can have various delays. The CHOC states that it's very important to parents and families that they create a environment that is loving and engaging for the babies to engage and be able to reach for things and interact with the world and learn, because they are more delayed than a baby that is born at 40 weeks. The brain of a 35-week baby compared to a 40-week baby is completely different. Is way smaller than a 40-year-old week baby, so they are more delayed than a full-term baby. Now, there are a lot of different types of delays that can happen due to premature birth, so it is best to keep your eye open for how the baby is growing. Now, Dr. Bixby had also stated that at 6 months of age, They should come in to get a full assessment to see how they're developing, how their neutral needs are doing, and if anything's wrong, then they should get a referral to go see a specialist to make sure everything's okay. All in all, we took a look at premature birth, what it was, what causes it. After that, we looked at a few things about staying longer in the hospital, and finally we looked at the chances of long-term effects on premature babies. Having a premature baby is very scary. There are a lot of health issues that might impact their lives. It's truly one of the most scariest things to go through, not knowing if your baby is going to be okay, but it is one of the most rewarding things that you could go through.